Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Grow for Show. Buddy Schwooby, me Cuz, just
Hey
hanging out
guys.
here again for another awesome afternoon. And I just got notified it's 420.
Woo!
Woo, woo,
We
woo.
made
Good
it. We made
timing.
it.
Good timing. Yeah, barely, but we made
Confetti
420
gun.
at least. Yeah. We missed the 710, but we got the 420. So I'm gonna do a dab in honor of the 710 and 420. How's that sound?
Do it up.
Awesome.
Oh,
So how you doing today, man?
I'm glad I'm not on night shift tonight. The last couple of
Yeah,
days have been night shift in Dundas, the meat processing plant, and it's been
okay.
dirty, long, and good money.
I guess working when they're closed, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
They shut down Friday because we're working above the steam pipes, changing
right, right.
it's an evap system. It's I won't go into it. It's just where all the grease goes to die. Um,
Oh,
mm,
awesome.
tasty. So yeah. Thank
Yeah.
God. I've literally went to work, come home, slept, wake up, go to work. I haven't touched the garden in days. So
Oh,
I
awesome. So
was
we get to show people what it's like to have a real life garden, be a real life human being who has a real job and still takes care of a garden. That's what
Mhm,
this show's
mhm.
about, right?
Exactly. Keeping it real. Thank God for the autopot system because my watering's been on point. It's going through 5 gallons of
Awesome.
water every 4 days for 6 plants.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really low at water use. That's pretty good.
Hmm. It's pretty nice.
Oh, they're still in the beginning of veg, right? A little bit of
They're
couple
getting pretty
couple
big
weeks
now.
in. Yeah.
Week 3+.
Okay.
I've topped all 5 except for the one blue raspberry truffle, which is still kind of giving me a little bit of kick in the nuts here and there. Might reach out to a
Right.
breeder and just ask, do you have any suggestions? What I can
Is that
do?
the one that looked like it was having some pH
Yeah,
issues or
yeah.
some
Oh, definitely.
something?
It's a pH issue, but I can't seem to find that little happy zone with it. First round with it was
Sorry.
easy.
Okay.
But yeah, this time around with the autopod, it's kind of like, I can't find the happy medium.
Okay.
I'm wondering if it's got to be lower than I'm thinking. Like right now, I'm trying to bomb it down to about 6 to a 5-8 range.
Are
So
you in cocoa or
cocoa. Yeah.
I would try 5.8, especially if you're in flower. I would even go as low as 5.6.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in veg, sorry. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
In
I guess
veg,
it's a,
I keep between 5.6 and 5.9.
yeah.
And then when I flip the flower, I go 6, 5.8, 6.0. And then by week 3-ish, I'm usually around 6.2. And I run that to the end.
Oh, nice. I usually set around 6.2, 6.3 the entire time, start to finish.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yep.
That's pretty high for cocoa.
Oh, I was always cocoa for before
That's,
it was
yeah.
Charlotte HP. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
You
Yeah,
shouldn't get
that's a
that.
perfect for them. They're 6'3" to 6'5", I think is what they like for that type of medium. Cool. Excuse me. Sorry.
What were you
That
dabbing
dab
on? It sounded
did some
tasty.
fucking good. It was
It
it
did
was
some fucking
delicious.
good.
What's the weed? It was called a friend of mine gifted me like a half ounce and I took it, I smoked one joint and then I crushed the rest of it into rosin. Dank Schrader.
Oh,
That
never
was
heard
the
of that one.
strain name. Me neither. That's why he was like, here, you got to try this. It was good.
Trying to get on the live
It
stream
was
here.
dank.
Chat's going on.
Who we got in chat so far today? Is there anyone in there? Oh, Ian's in there. Cheers, Ian.
Yeah.
How's it going, bud?
I was waiting for a verbal reply. Poor me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Say hi at least.
How's the garden
Yeah,
going?
gonna show the grows today. We will open up. I got the veg tent we can look at. It's looking pretty good. They're filled in quite a bit for last week. I don't know if anyone remembers, but last week we took a quick look in the garden. And my veg tent was just stripped of leaves because I was dealing with some thrips. I've still yet to see thrips fly, and I haven't been able to catch them. Like I don't see them. I only see them on the leaves, a little,
Larva seed or
yeah, little
post larva,
bugs.
but not
Yeah,
flying. Yeah.
they're still crawling around, little white look like a miniature version of a piece of rice. They're like
Yep.
really, really
Yeah.
tiny. And
Almost see-through. It looks like.
yeah, yeah. So that's all I'm seeing, and I'm seeing their little trails, their little slug trails, and I'm seeing that they're eating at the leaves a little bit. And what's really funny is that they're only on one of my plants in the flower room. Weird. Well, they're probably on others, but I only see the evidence of them on the one. I ordered some beneficials, so I'm gonna put in there.
Ooh, from the bug lady?
No, actually,
Where's copper?
bio something. About half the price of the bug lady, also Canadian.
Yep.
And I'll send you their info after, and maybe everyone else on here will want it as well. I'll see if I can look up the name of it.
Try them out.
Yeah, let's see how they are. They are on the way. I ordered 3 different things to go for it.
Oh, you got the variety pack.
Yeah, I'm just seeing really quickly if I can see the name of the company, because I'd like people to check them out. Yeah, I'll have to look it up another time when I get some.
This is why we need a guru.
Yeah, no doubt. Because that would be cool if someone could focus on that.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Bio bloomed. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, bio bloomed. So bio bloomed, BLOOMED.ca. They have all the same types of things as Bug Lady, even some different strains. And it's really cool the way they have it set up. If you know what you're looking for, you can click on that type of bug, and then it'll bring you to all the different beneficials that they would have to fight it. And then they recommend and they show you, like, based on the stage that you're at, which beneficial you should get. So since I don't have anything flying, I didn't need to get certain, they just recommended nematodes, cucumaris, something else. I don't remember. There's 3 of them.
Okay.
I'll let everyone know when I get the stuff here what it is. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put that in the veg and the flowering room and just let them do their thing. But again, I'm not worried even what's in the flowering, because it's barely anything. I'm just gonna rock this one out. I'm just worried about my veg, so that the next run will be cleaned up and ready to go. That's what
my question is, when on that website, do they show you the environment ideal for those insects that you're buying?
Yes, they do. They tell you the humidity and temperature, and they tell you if you can keep them alive for your house for how many days and before you would disperse them, and all that kind of stuff. It gives you all the good info on there.
Good. Too often I see people buy something and it's like, it's not for your environment. I hate to tell you that.
Yeah, too hot or too cold or whatever. Yeah, they actually specify in cannabis.
Perfect.
So I'm sure they're knowing what they're, which bugs they should be giving you to put in there, which is cool. Yes, we are talking about beneficial insectary. That's awesome. How's it going today, Ian? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, so we'll take a look at the gardens.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm
I got some bushes going on.
Yeah, that's cool.
The 5 are just bushes. The golden goats have stopped re-veg and they're just now chugging along in veg. And yeah, it's gonna be a good grow. I got that feeling. Oh yeah.
Yeah, good. Did you stick anything else in between them yet, or are you just kind of just
not
run
yet?
Those 6?
I was doing the night shift, getting ready for that, so I might be popping some stuff to either tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, kind of fill that void. But at the same time, when you look in the tent, you'll see it's pushed.
You don't even need to if they're that big. Yeah. Those those pots are 5 gallon.
Those pots are 3.3.
Oh, the 3.3 gallon.
Yeah,
you can still grow a big plant in cocoa with 3.3 gallons. So.
Oh yeah, I saw. Well, they're stout. Like I said, I've topped all of them at 5, and I've topped most of them 2 or 3 times now. So it's
there's a lot.
A little bit of LST and some wiring, and I don't want to do a trellises run though. I want to keep the trellis free because I hate crawling underneath. I'm getting too old for that shit.
Me too. I hate them too. It's too bad they work so well. I'd like to see if I can't figure a way to just have one layer of trellis just at the top to keep them from falling over.
Yep.
And then eliminate my bottom layers. Like I usually do 2 or 3. If I know the strain well, I like to get 3 out of it.
Yeah.
I like to use it as like the first layer to train it out, and then the second 2 layers to give it place to stack columns. And if like right now, I was just taking ugly mothers and I used the first layer to bend everyone over, and I just let the side branch up. Right, I did a different style, but
Cheers, Perp.
hey, cheers, Perp. What's up, brother? But yeah, it's looking cool. You should see. Oh, let's talk a little bit about garden. What happened to me this week before we go in and see everything, because then you can see the differences and stuff. So this is my first time growing. Okay, I had 6 plants in there, and there was 5 different strains, and it was my first time growing 4 of those 5. And I'd only ever pop a seed, veg them till about 10 inches, and then I cut 2 or 3 clones off each of those, and then chuck those seeds, and then made clones because I was trying to build an inventory of them, right? I never flowered anything out. Long story short, when I put these in here after 8 days, I noticed nut sacks on 2 of my plants. So I texted you right away. What the hell? Yeah, and then I chopped them out. So everyone will see what it looks like when you got to make a gap in your garden and how you take care of that. So my canopy was full. Like, remember, 6 plants taking up that whole canopy. It was pretty. If anyone wants to see it, just go back and look it for a couple minutes in that last week's video. You'll see it. This is cool. We'll get week by week updates of our grow this time. And then this week you'll see what I did, but it's filling out nicely. And I'm feeling pretty good, pulling down my rascals. Yum.
Cheers, great.
Herb just finished up. That means he finishes his watering probably. Now he's pulling something down. That's fun. That's fun. Cheers. Cheers, great. So yeah, that happened. I found one and I was like all upset about it, and then I was looking, I was like, wait a minute, is that fucking got one too? And then I'm digging and I found another couple of sets on another plant. I was just like, Jesus, okay, you're going. So one of them was a Liberation OG plant, but luckily I still have another one in there going. And the other one was Elder Runts. And
I always heard about that one. It was the only seed, wasn't it?
It was the only one I had, but I popped others. It was the only one I put into flower. So I have 2 others or one other in my tent that says Elder Runts as well, that I never tried flowering. So it could be male, could be female. We'll see what happens.
Fingers crossed, because I really want to see that.
Me too. But I do have a Mac Runts growing in there, which is pretty cool. It's got pretty stretchy. We'll see how that turns out. And I have a Liberation OG, and then I have the honey cream, and the honey cream is stacking really nicely. It's already got like a good bundle of pistils on the top, and at some of it's showing flower signs pretty good already.
And this is the Floraflex feed or
Floraflex,
the dry man though.
Yes, okay. All dry.
Nice.
And we're on day we're on day 9.
I think it's 9.
Yeah, flower 8 or 9. I think I flipped last Sunday. So that's cool. Can't wait to see what we get out of that.
Do you add anything for when you flip the flower for feed wise, or no?
Nope. We just change from their veg to their bloom feed. That's it. And I'm following what I found from Wolverine Grown, his old feed schedule that he used to use before Floraflex came out with whatever their new stuff is. Their 2 new items that they have, bulky bee and some sort of a final. I forget what the other one's called. I
It's a
forget what the other
finishing.
one's called. Yeah, it's a finishing. So before they came out with those, but a long time ago, on a live with MedGrower One, he showed his feed chart, and his feed chart was text messages from Wolverine to him saying exactly what he does week by week, week 1, week 2, week 3, for veg and he was okay to share it. I mean, it was part of their, like, I
Yeah,
mean, that's what they do. But I took a screenshot of that back
exactly.
then, right?
Keep
I
that
was like,
nugget of gold.
I was like, yeah, I'll take that because I know it worked for them. And
Look
they
at
were
them now.
using just Epsom salt or a CalMag up to 300 parts per million, and then add this on top of it. And it brings me I'm right around 900 ppm feeding them at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be a handy little nugget to have there, but
I'll send it to you.
yeah, please do. Please do.
Absolutely. I'll share it anytime. It's not
Very
mine.
curious.
It's free to share. It's there. They shared it. So that's what you do, right? That's the whole point of that. Full tilt. Thank you, Perp. that's
Herb is
the new
honest.
line. Yeah. Perp needs to be our guru.
He's
That's
busy
awesome.
enough. He's
Oh,
busy enough.
I know. We call him the American guru. So yeah, want to take a look, see what they look
By all
like?
means. By all
Okay,
means.
let's go to. Let me log in with my phone. Zoom.
See if we can get this right. So we got to pin.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen here. Let's see. I'm just gonna try it. I think you have to. I don't know.
I'm watching live on YouTube too, so we'll
Yeah,
catch
we'll
it.
see if we can get it to focus on one screen. Right. That's the
Yeah.
issue we were having before. Okay. Yeah, I got it. It's live. All right. Now.
No, kitty, get off my lap.
For some reason, when I hit
See,
when I hit pin, like it'll pin them, but it's just goes
here's
to
Dave.
speaker view. We'll just try it out anyway.
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah. Pin. Okay, now let's see if that loads up.
I'm like a couple minutes behind, so or 14 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds or something like that.
We'll see what happens. Someone will yell at us. And we win nothing. Perp wins everything.
I'm waiting to see really quickly just to see what happens.
Here's Aldi.
Because I pinned that screen already.
So I see you.
Yeah, I just want to see if it goes to the one screen. On YouTube, it's still the two of us.
No, it's just me and you on solo.
Yeah, on YouTube, right?
Yeah. So it just goes back and forth in Spotlight. So you should be good as long as the speaker.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have to.
I would just mute your computer.
Yeah, I'm gonna log in.
You're logging your phone.
With audio on here.
Oh, there we go. Feedback.
Sorry, everyone. How's that?
There you go. Now you're coming up as your phone.
As I'm talking. Okay.
Yeah. Well, put it away.
Pull that down first. Yeah. Okay, so we will start in veg. Yo. All right.
Nice.
So everyone's coming along in here. We're starting to fill in. A little taller. I'll probably do another little bit of a leaf strip again, just maintenance. I'll do that when I get the beneficials.
And I'm also trying to keep them from growing too big because they got about 6 weeks before I can use them.
Yeah,
I don't
really.
want to start over with a clone again. I just want to use these. Not too much going on in here. Let's go over to flower. Haven't even opened up the flower tent today. I'll be ready to eat. Oh, ladies. Where we going? Okay, so here's what we're left with after I took those two out. Let's go down below the canopy first. You can see one missing there, one missing in that back corner. I couldn't really move them because they were already in the straw. I did break a couple to kind of move them around a little bit. But if everyone remembers, it was below this trellis net last time. And now we're well above it. Everybody's looking pretty happy. Some signs, flowering going on here. That would be the Zelda Runts. Liberation OG. Not even a burnt tip anywhere. The feed schedule is fucking mint. And then on this side is all honey cream. And they're all drinking the same. And they seem pretty happy. Let me dim the light a little bit so you get a little bit truer color. There we go. You can see the, oh, there we go. It's kind of nice too.
Nice.
They're very healthy. No red stems. I do have red in some of the petioles, but only the older guys. This one right here. And if you look underneath, it'll be completely green. So it's light doing that. But none of the stalks are healthy. Honestly, this Floraflex is nice. It mixes better than crop salt. I'll give you that. These are the only two dry amendments I've used or salt nutrients I've used. So that's my experience so far. And we're flowering this under HLG Scorpion R spec. And I am currently about this, the main area of the canopy is around 800 ppfd. When it finishes stretching, it should be close to 1,000.
Now, will you lower that towards the end of flower?
Yes. Yeah, I will.
Jealous of the light.
I'll go through my notes on what I've picked up from my experience and from other growers on how I lower that. Crank that back up again. All right. Just gonna close this door and whoops, and I'll be back.
Nice, nice.
The temperature and the humidity in here is bang on right now.
Yeah, it's always pain in the, well, keep that nice and steady if you don't have things just right. You're muted.
Thank you. It keeps them transpiring because they're drinking like crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Between the 4 plants, they're drinking close to a little more than a gallon a day each.
It's a lot.
That's with a little bit of runoff. Maybe if I was put a gallon in each plant and then vacuum up, I'd be less than Oh man, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to fill a 500 milliliter bottle with it. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
No, that's another reason why I'm keeping the feed low. I'm not allowing as much runoff as I normally would. So
Oh, nice.
900 ppms is working good. They're really happy.
They look it,
Really
man.
happy. Yeah. They
Kind of jealous.
let's get the view back. Kind of jealous. No, they're not that kind of good. They're remember this was a
Hey,
bunch of
look-
ugly mums. Do you remember what they looked like
oh
when
yeah, oh yeah.
I had okay, they just so everyone knows, there was a time when these plants were in a solo cup and they were 3.5 feet tall. This is no joke. I cut clones off of them and then I cut every branch down to its last node, one on each side of the branch. And they were, even if they were just little tiny spindly pieces of nothing, every branch right down. And so they were all about a foot tall again. And then I put them back in the thing because I wanted to make sure that my cuttings rooted before I destroyed the mothers.
Just
So yeah. And then when the cuttings started rooting, I thought to myself, fuck, it's going to take so long before they're ready to flower. Fucking, I'm flowering these because they all turned into decent looking plants again. And I just bent them all into that trellis net. And anyway, that's how we roll.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's not always ideal, but you know what? It works.
Yeah. It's, yeah, proper VPT. That's right. I'm 80. Well, the room's 84, but that gets my leaves around 82, 83. And I'm, it's 62% humidity right now,
Nice.
which is right where I like it at the beginning of flower. And I'll again, so a few things will drop. You asked about PPFD. Yes. So I drop all of them together. I'm nowhere near as dialed in as the chart that I have is, but I do my best to get to these numbers. So I like to bring my PPFD to in like right now I'm going to be around 1,000. So week one, I usually stay 900, 950. Week two, I like to get up to 1,000. And that's the highest that I go with PPFD because I don't have any CO2 or anything to
Yeah.
drive more
Energy efficient.
photosynthesis. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to do nothing. You're going to get bad results in the tops of your plants and and you're going to get deficiencies
Just be
in
bleaching,
the
yeah.
feeding, and it's going to just things won't do what they're supposed to do. So anyway, I stay around 1,000. If I was to do CO2, I have another chart that I follow. So this is without CO2. I go up to about 1,000 ppfd and I'll rock that for week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7. I'll keep it up there all the way to week 8. And then week 9, week 10, I'll go down to 900. And then week 10, 800.
Okay.
That's it. And because I'm usually doing approximately a 10-week strain. If I was doing an 8-week or a 9-week strain, those last 2 weeks would just come up.
Go forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's basically my schedule. That's PPFD wise. And temperature and humidity. I start up between 84, 85. And then by week 3, week 4, I'm about 81. And then by week 7, I'm 80. And I try to maintain between 78 and 80 down to my last 2 weeks. And I like to go to about 72, 74 in my last 2 weeks.
Nice
That's sort of, yep, just try to get a little color out of it and things like that.
Yeah.
And what I've learned from another experienced grower, and really not just an experienced grower, but a detail oriented person. So he took some time and really studied this and did it a few times about kicking in the anthocyanins at night in the night schedule. And if you watch his video, it's Aussie CC. I don't know if you know him from Fumi's show and stuff like that, but if you watch his video, he's got one on his YouTube channel, explains it really well. And I'll give you a quick breakdown of what it is. It's basically in the last 2 weeks of flower. At some point in the last 2 weeks of flower, it doesn't have to happen every day, only has to happen once, I believe. You have to get the flower into 69 degrees Fahrenheit, so below 70. for, I think it was 4 hours. I would have to rewatch the video. I think it's below 70 for about 4 hours, and I think he might have done it for a couple of nights. And that's all you needed to do to sort of kick it in, and then they just start producing
Okay.
after that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really cool. I'll have to I'll have to look and rewatch the video. But that's why I based my numbers to where they're at, 69, 70. That's why I get down to that low. So I want to try to hit those colors.
Oh yeah.
And I also believe that the colder temperatures helps with THC production and all that kind of goody stuff.
I would agree, man.
Yeah. And you're not cooking off the terpenes that you've been making all the time. There's so many reasons why I like doing it.
Fighting words.
Yeah, no doubt. That is funny. I don't use a par meter. You don't need to buy one anymore. Just grab yourself
Here's
a
Chris.
free cell phone app. It's been calibrated by, not calibrated, but compared with the $500 app G meter, and they said it's within 10 to 20 ppft all the time.
Cheers for
Free.
Cheers, Jibs.
That's $3. And it's even got the ability to pick different not spectrums, but different types of light. If you're using LED or if you're using HPS or CMH, or I think you pay $1 for each for those. So that's not free. The app's free. They trick you somehow, right?
It's all in the fine print.
But either way, it's accurate. So a couple dollars is great.
Thanks. We got
And that's what I do. I do use a dimmer, but then I use the par meter to figure out how much I need to dim it.
Cheers, Doug.
I'm definitely not trying to get someone to buy a par meter. Please don't buy a par meter. They're expensive, and Chris is completely right. It's not, I mean, unless you're a commercial grower or you're growing a significant amount and someone's relying on your expertise to make other people's paychecks and things like that, then maybe, yeah, okay, you invest in all the equipment that you need. But
yeah,
for our 4-plant grows, you don't need a par meter. You can get an app. You can buy a $20 or $15 lux meter and do some conversions with that. There's all kinds of different ways to do it. You can find the light that you're using, go on to the website from that light, do some research, and I'm sure you'll find a chart on there that'll give you something in really good, at least really close recommendations based on what percentage your light is running and how far it is from the canopy. So yes, there's lots of different ways to do it. Yes. And cheap and inexpensive ways. And I like that. Yeah, let's get into the garden.
Oh yeah.
Let's see the auto pot system. I'm excited.
You this way back.
Yeah, super pumped to see this auto pot system. Thanks for stopping in, Merps and Duck Dickers and J Biz and 4-Plants and Kinky Slanta. Nice to see everybody. I'm really happy you guys stop in. Appreciate it. And appreciate having people participate in the chat down there. I like that Merch gets us going to kind of show there's other options, and Perp helping us out with some missed words, and it's really great. Appreciate it, gentlemen's. Appreciate it. Oops, I just got a text from Swoop. Let me in. That was funny. Okay, here he comes. I wasn't paying attention. I was chatting to you guys.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, that was good. All right, this is cool. I'm excited to see how
the
the
kids are quick.
garden is doing.
Turn on the camera would help. Yeah.
Oh, holy, yeah, that changed in a week, eh? Isn't it crazy what a week does? I love it. Yeah, that blue raspberry truffle is not happy in the back.
It looks sad. It looks sad, man.
Is she maybe being overwatered because of those autopots? That's another thing.
I thought
Maybe
that, so I actually disconnected, let it completely dry out, and it never changed.
Oh, you did it? Okay, yeah, there you go. At least worth a try, right?
But that space roast in the back is just a bush.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dark Hollow is a little overfed.
They look pretty good to me. They're looking pretty nice.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Oh, look at all the thin. They're very thin leaf varieties. All these.
Yeah, it's not bad. But like I said, the golden goat's now finished these re-veg. It's doing.
Oh
its
yeah,
own-
I can see.
So now here's the air dome and here's the non-air dome. Same amount of time. So far it's pretty much the same.
Cool.
Maybe a little bit
Oh,
bushier.
dude, I just figured out how to get you
There you
on.
go.
Once your
Your
video's
camera.
going, I have to click on the thing, and there's another thing that says spotlight for everyone.
Okay.
It wasn't there before, but once your video's going, it shows up. Okay. Next time I know it.
So here's what we have. Everything here is topped except for this guy. This was a cutting.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure if I topped the blueberry raspberry truffle, it would not be well just because
No.
it's so unhappy with life. So
Yep.
I'm going to get a hold of the breeder and ask some questions, see what they suggest. They know it best.
Wow, what a difference in a week. Sheesh.
Yeah. And not bad for being gone most of it, not dealing with it.
Yep. Nope, they're coming along.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see
The flowers.
the day when the flower stage starts, and everyone will get to see it turn from, you know how like when you're really letting it grow, you kind of just don't touch them and let them do their thing, because any little stress will slow them down a little bit. So you're at that stage right now where you're just like, all right, grow, and when when you're about ready to flower, you'll probably do a little pruning. So you'll get in there and clean out some of the inners and that kind of stuff. I don't know what techniques you go with, but I usually do a pre-flip cleanup, and then I usually do a cleanup about 2 weeks or 3 weeks in again. Because you'd be surprised what happens in that fucking first 2 weeks of flower, just branches coming out of everywhere. It's funny.
Okay, I'm back.
Listening, reading Mertz and Kinky in chat there. I think they wanted to shave each other or something like that. I don't know.
Oh wait, changed drastically. Jeez.
So gardens are looking great. I'm really glad that's coming along, and I'm excited to see it week by week, see how it goes.
So I'll be switching the 1 TMB natural refill tonight,
Okay.
and probably do another one in a week and a half.
Okay.
And then yeah, just the same feed schedule. I'll be keeping on that for probably another week and then flipping.
Cool. Yeah, you didn't have to veg as long as you thought. Like you were thinking maybe 6 weeks, and it's looking
Yeah.
more like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were thinking maybe 6, 7 even.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that.
Well, I wasn't sure how Topping was going to do it this round, so kind of hesitant to do it again. Now that I'm seeing after 4 days of not touching it, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just
pushing
have
up.
to delete everything, strip it down.
Yeah, and let those other branches get strong.
Oh yeah. So now I'm not
Yeah.
sure if I want to trellis them or do I want to go with the route of contracting a individual trellis per pot.
Mhm.
Not too
You
sure.
could go ahead and do. I don't know if you've done bamboo stakes. It works pretty good.
I did one time, but I nearly took my eye out, and I've
Yeah, I
avoided
don't do
it.
them either because of that. Yeah.
Ding! Oh,
Yeah. There's gotta be something better.
I need these to make money for my family. That's
I've seen people do bamboo stakes and then cut a tennis ball, a hole in the tennis ball, and put one on top of each stake. Not a horrible idea.
until you have a 150-pound shepherd jumping to get it.
Ball. That'd be really funny, but not funny.
Well, it's not funny because A, your garden's flagged. B, you have these spikes that your dog has now jumped into.
Funny, not funny. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's kind of like when your tent collapses and you're like, oh no. But looking back, you're like, okay, it was kind of funny.
That is so funny. Well, that's another day hanging out with Schwoob and me. Hope you all enjoy it and get to see our wins and fails in the garden, which is really cool because I know everyone in the chat here has grown weed before, so they're not learning anything new. Maybe they are, But people who might watch this later, or that's really what this shows are for. We appreciate you guys being here because we love having you guys to chat with. But when people come in here who never seen anything before, they get to see what's going on, and it'll be hopefully some good knowledge. Schwoob, you want to say your goodbyes?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Shwoobidoo. Cannabuzz, the growing buds. Gonna switch it over soon enough. Every Tuesday we're on here. Saturdays Operation Grow when I'm not working, and Mondays when I have the chance, the neighborhood grows. Guys, where we can find you?
Awesome. Find me in most of those same places: Instagram, YouTube, Discord for the neighborhood grows. And then you find me Monday nights, 4 p.m. A neighborhood grows, and Tuesdays at 4 with Grow 4 Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks again everyone for popping by. Hope to see you all again next